Morning, everybody, and once again, welcome back into this class. Today, we're on the day number 26 of our class, and we were discussing about the scripting. Okay, so what we have done till now, if I come back here and see, we discussed about what is scripting, then we discuss about type of scripting, and then we discuss about the classes. And today, we're going to do deep dive in that area more. What this means that we are going to pick up the client-side script, this one. As I said, in the client side, there are two types of scripts, client script and the UI policy. UI policy is what which we use only for three purposes. Only for three purposes. To make any field mandatory, read only, or visible. Only for these three purposes, we use the UI policy, which is recommended to be used. So if you want to make any field mandatory, instead of writing a code, you can use the UI policy. And how UI policy work? UI policies and this one. Now let's say I want to make any field mandatory, only mandatory on the incident table. So I can put table name. ऊपर देखेंगे ना, UI policy change a field in the form. One more thing. UI policy and client script only work when that field available on the form. Otherwise काम नहीं करेंगे ये. Field visibility on the form is must be added on the form. Okay, it's a UI policy, user interface policies. And if that field is hidden, then how it can work? So technically and programmatically, it is must that that particular field on which you want to be add the UI policy must be added on the form level. Okay. Now, given name and the UI policy order. If you want to have multiple UI policy on a same table, then better to be have a good order number. Like if I say, guys, if someone come to your home for lunch or for dinner, how you serve? First, treat and greet, then water, then might be some cold drink, then main course, and then at last, desserts. The only point is that if you want to reorder something which is not looks good, so ordering is there. In the same manner, if I want to be execute multiple scripts on a single, sorry, multiple UI policy on a single table, the order is important. In which order, what should we go? Now, UI policy and the client scripts are one where condition matters. First is that I want to make one field mandatory. ठीक है. ठीक है. In that case, I don't need any condition. होता है definitely sometimes होता है that I don't want. I want that every time if anybody click on the new of the incident form, that service offering is mandatory for every type of incident. Then no need to be put a condition here. These four are important. Global. I don't want this policy should run, or I want this policy should run only specific view. Example, if you invited someone at dinner, then you make sure that everything work in a proper manner. So that is not a global, that is a personal view. But if you're doing a big party where you invited your friends, and you told to the caterer, if anybody comes, serve anything like that. That is mainly for the view. So mainly, if I show you something again here, if I go back, let me submit this. ठीक है, ये देखो यहाँ पर व्यूज हैं ये देखिए. If you want this policy should run irrespective of the this thing view, then put global as it to. Otherwise, you can put a specific view here that this policy should run only in this on this particular view only. That is the number one part you have to be make sure. Second, when you want to execute it, I want as soon as the page load, this field will become mandatory. Then you can put onload true. ठीक है. Then reverse is for okay. Now what we do, we will pick this up later. So this is a UI policy, and UI policy has a UI action. Means if condition matches, then what to do? क्योंकि अभी तक if you notice that this is nothing we are doing like mandatory or something. So I will save this. And then if you scroll down, you can see UI actions has been defined here. ये देखो ये रहे. New. Which field you want to be check it? Sorry, which field you want to make it or take a action? I said I want to take action on the क्या field हमने लिया था यहाँ पे? Configuration item. ठीक है, and then want to make mandatory true, visible true, read only नहीं हो सकता, क्योंकि if you are making any field mandatory, it means you want that user should enter some value, and if you make it as a read only, then how you can enter the value? Now submit. ठीक है जी, क्लियर हो गया यहाँ तक बात? डाउट, क्वेश्चन?
Sir, what does that mean by clear the field value in the previous thing?
You in the UI action, right?
Yes. So you said that uh, here you have a small tick box just under read
Yes.
only, which says clear
Yes,
the
yes,
field
yes. Okay.
value.
One more thing, did you notice that it says that there are multiple UI policy with the same order on this field?
Yes.
It means that because you're saving it, so already there's the multiple field exist on this in this field. So make sure that it should not clash it. Might be order number 100 says make it mandatory, but order number 200 says make it as non-mandatory. So make sure when you run or when you create the UI policy, it should not clash it. So what we'll do, let's change to the parent, because parent also field we have keep on the this thing.
Yes.
ठीक, एंड अपडेट इसको मैं बताता हूँ मेरे को. Now come back on the incident and let's run it. सेव करते हैं इसको एंड रन. हो गई पेरेंट पे, हो गया मैंडेटरी, राइट? बिकॉज वी डिड नॉट गिव एनी कंडीशन, तो ये काम नहीं करेगा. तो लेट टू पुट सम कंडीशन, लेट इफ शॉर्ट डिस्क्रिप्शन contains LNGT. ठीक, and now we'll run it again. ठीक है, देखो हाइड हो गया वो. क्यों? क्योंकि whatever condition says if short description is LNGT, then make it true and make it visible. लेकिन अभी क्या है? Now it's coming. Now if I remove it, it's gone. But if you notice it, देखो अब तो नहीं आ रहा वो. So let's say if I put this one, ठीक है. Now if I remove this value, हट गया वो, but ये वैल्यू नहीं गई. So this will gone when you tick that box, clear the value. I don't want that if user is getting or user is putting a condition right again, I don't want the same value should come. That user need to be input, otherwise it can be a wrong value as well.
Okay.
ठीक है.
Understood, sir. Yeah.
Now
Thank you.
if I remove this and come back here and reload it, ठीक, आ गया ये. बट इफ आई रिमूव दिस, ये गया नहीं. क्यों? क्योंकि आपने रिवर्स पॉज को टिक नहीं किया कि भाई अगर कंडीशन मैच नहीं होता तो जाओ, हट जाओ वहां से, कुछ मत करो. सो दिस इज व्हाट रिवर्स इफ फॉल्स. ठीक है जी, क्लियर हुआ कुछ माइंड में?
Yes, sir. Okay, thank you.
And last is inherit. What this mean? If you are creating a UI policy on a table which is created from the other table, and if that UI policy has a sorry, that table has a UI policy on the same field where you want to be do, or you want to just inherit everything from that parent table to child one, then we use inherit true. कि जो पेरेंट्स का वो चाइल्ड को तो मिल ही जाएगा इजिली. क्लियर हो गई बात सारी यूआई पॉलिसी की? ठीक है जी. सो नाउ व्हाट इज योर होमवर्क? Your homework is to create the UI policy on the table which you created it, so that it should not clash with anybody else. And then experiment these things. This one and anything, true, false, true, false, true, false, you can try it. Tick. Now the question come, Atul, with the UI policy, we can. One more thing which I want to discuss. Wait. Oh. Now, sometime what happened, Atul, I don't want to make a field mandatory. मुझे कुछ नहीं करना, ना मैंडेटरी करना है, ना रीड ओनली करना, विजिबल फॉल्स करना. I just want to show a message to the user. ठीक है. So in that case, what we do, we use a scripting. कि if condition matches, if condition match, then I want to be show gender form dot add info message. This is true. And if false, this is false. And this, sorry. ठीक. So in this case, I don't want to take any action. I'll remove this. So there are cases when you just want to be show the message. You don't want to do anything on the field level on this particular part. Okay, now let's save this, go back here and reload it. ठीक. if condition matches, आ गया मैसेज, if condition failed, देखो नहीं चल रहा, क्यों? क्योंकि this is not tick. So it is up to you. If you want, you can do the scripting as well in the UI policy, but it is not much recommended. UI policy is specially built only for these three strings and should be low code or the no code. ठीक. Now the question come, अब ये क्या है कि my form is getting loaded, condition matches its work. But Atul, I want as soon as I tab out this particular field, I want to be run my script, or I want to be run my code. And that is possible via client script. So client script has the four types: on load, on select, on submit, and when more is there. Okay. But condition is still same, that the field must be stay on the form level. Otherwise, this will not work. So now come back here and search for the client script. Click new. And now you can see. This is complete scripting. यहाँ पर drag drop नहीं है, यहाँ पर free वो नहीं है कि mandatory का ट्रेक कर दिया फर्स्ट, क्योंकि ये scripting है. If something which you're not able to achieve via UI policy on the front end, then we can use the client script. Because here you have to be code. Otherwise, this will not work. So now I'll put it one more thing. LNGT, table name, incident. Sorry. And UI type means in which interface you want to be apply this policy. Do you want to apply this policy? Either a user is using this form on the mobile, desktop, so you can select it. So generally we select as a all. Now what type? This is important. On selected, on change, on load, on submit. Tick will pick up on submit. This will run when a user click on either submit, either save, either break button. ये तभी चलेगा, उसके अलावा ये it will not run. So now it has a function. ये देखो यार. ठीक. So let's say I want to write underscore form dot. Now in the Zurich release, ServiceNow introduced this thing. Add low message, moderate, high, and success. Might be some other changes. ठीक है. Add error message. stop. Okay, just simple thing. If you want to put some conditions, you have to be write a conditions as well that it should run when these things should match, that thing should match, that you have to be writing the complete scripting part. Get a glide record and everything should be there. Because I'm telling you very clearly what I know, a basics I'm telling you. Now click on the submit. And now if you go back here and you load it, now any condition. ठीक है, agree everybody? Save. आ गया? Stop. क्यों? क्योंकि and it means that whenever you add an error message, it never proceed further. So if I click on the submit again, देखो फिर आ गया stop message because of on submit. Might be possible there can be some other script also running on this particular part, on this particular table. Now in the same manner we have a another UI policy. So I'm saying UI policy client script. Okay. Now the next one we create another one on the same table is called onload. This message, the stop message come when you click on the submit, but I want to be show a message as soon as the form get loaded. On submit हमने किया onload. I want whenever this form loaded, I want to be do some actions. And for that, I can use the onload and onload function will be there. Then you can write a code. I can give you something. Let me open this one. Developer.servicenow.com. Go here, learning course. No, go here and write client script. Basics में था एक client scripts का. I'll show you it. देखो यार. So if you go in this developer site, you can find out this and you can see multiple examples are there. And script types. Onload. And then you can find the code as well. Same thing, up to you. Do the glide record, get the value, compare the value, if else loop, anything you want to do, you can do it. And then, but it will run only and only when the form get loaded. So go g underscore user, get the user ID and put in the message, show in the message that hi Atul welcome or hi caller welcome in this particular field or in this table. ठीक है, क्लियर हुआ यहाँ तक कुछ? प्रिया, विक्रम, अकबर,
Yes, sir.
Yes,
और
sir.
क्लियर? श्री राम, मनीष, प्रतीक, भावना, भव्या, गुड. So this is another simple one. I want to spend a time little bit on a different one. So on load, on change. On change थोड़ा different है. The thing is that if you see this incident form, now I give you example. Let's say Priya is working on in a service stream. Okay. In a single day, she got almost 15 tickets or incident only for the password reset. Then what you have to do? Every time Priya go here, type the subject, description, and update it. Priya told this thing to his service manager that was this is be happening. I don't like this. And unnecessary efforts are going because if for the password reset, you will ask same question to everybody. So can we do something on this particular part? Priya manager says, okay, let me do something. And they created a template. ठीक है, ये होमवर्क है आपके लिए. मैं I'll just give you this thing what I can say. Heads up. This is a concept called the templates. System definition templates या नीचे मिलेगा आपको. ये रहा. ठीक है, go and create it. So you can go and use here, sorry. Yeah. And I can use the template created. I can use it will be available and I can click it. The problem is that if you see this on load on change, it has a bigger parameters. क्यों? क्योंकि now the question का might be a user is raising an incident via a template as well, where value is already exist. So what it says, control old value, new value is loading is template. क्योंकि now the question is that if I raise an incident via template, वैसे ही है, तो value मेरी आ गई. Then how the system will know that I have to be changed or not? I have to be apply this UI policy or not? So I'm checking it everything here. कि old value क्या था, new value क्या है. अगर old value भी self service है और new value भी self service है, then what you are changing it? Technical, so nothing you are changing it, right? I want this policy should work when the old value and the new value should be different. क्योंकि on change है, right? On change means something is already exist and now you're changing it. ठीक. So in this one, these 5 parameters are given. I say is the loading equal to the new value? मतलब अगर आप template use कर रहे हैं and you're populating some value, is it the same value which you added. Sorry, it is the same value which you added. So this template will check it. This particular feature will be checked. If same, return. If no, then you can put your logic. So if I come back here and let's see something on the UI policy examples देखते हैं कुछ. Create UI policy. चलो इससे छोटा सा दिया है. ठीक है, कोई नहीं. We can see here UI policy examples. So client script examples. Here sample, here on change. On change can be run on the on load as well. क्योंकि कई बार हम प्री वैल्यू कुछ वैल्यूज प्री पॉपुलेट लेके आते हैं. And how do we check at that point as well? It says control is a dynamic one. Old value, what is the old value? New value is new. Is loading is true. Do you want to be run this script on the load as well? And then is template. If true, if the changes occurred as a part of the template load, otherwise false. And this is a syntax given by a service now. ये वाला. And after that, you can put your G underscore form or glide record or error message or something. You can do it easily. Again, to be cut short, what I know, I know. So if we see examples, यहाँ पे देखिए ऑनलोड के कुछ होंगे. देखो ये रहा. What they're doing, they're running this on the onload. Sorry, on change. I'm still saying onload, don't know. ठीक है. It's saying if the new value. So let's copy this one, then I'll show you. Okay, then it is easy for us to understand. ठीक. Another homework for you. यहाँ पे बहुत सारे buttons बने हुए हैं ये. इनका क्या purpose है? You have to be check it. What is happening here? That it is checking if इन्होंने किस पे डाला? इन्होंने डाला ये on change कैटेगरी पे कि अगर कैटेगरी की वैल्यू नेटवर्क है then urgency should be 1. Database है तो urgency should be 2. In other case, urgency should be 3. Now save this and let's run it. It says category is network. Urgency 1. Database. और कुछ और केस है. So default is a 3. ठीक है. तो इस बेस पर आप विद द ऑनलोड काम कर सकते हो. बट द प्रॉब्लम कम अतुल. ठीक है, अब I can make a field mandatory by UI policy. But what about this thing? If I open this, मान लीजिए मैंने यहाँ पे कैटेगरी चेंज कर दी. बट यहाँ पे तो अर्जेंसी में कुछ चेंज ही नहीं हुआ. देखिए एक बार ट्राई करके देखो. क्या था? नेटवर्क था ना. मैं इसको डेटाबेस कर देता हूँ. देखो या तो चेंज नहीं हुआ या तो अर्जेंसी है, क्योंकि बट हमारा लॉजिक तो क्या है कि नहीं भाई, अगर डेटाबेस है तो अर्जेंसी टू होना चाहिए. Why it is not working? Because till this time the client script which you use is only has been built up, has been configured for the form level. So users can take a benefit of this level क्योंकि यहाँ पे कुछ configure ही नहीं है अभी तक. So ServiceNow give another type of client script that is called, let me reopen it again. Table incident, and this is called on cell edit. कि आप क्योंकि in this part these are the cells. On cell edit is the only type of client script which run on the list level, not on the form level. And generally what you're doing on the form level to sync it, we do and we configure the same at the list level. मान लीजिए you make a field mandatory on the form level. अब user को, because this is again I'm telling you, whenever you work in any ServiceNow implementation, when you work with the users, sometimes few of the users are very smart and they know that how to use this tool efficiently. ठीक है. सो इन दैट केस दे विल फाइंड लूप हॉल. अरे ये फील्ड ना लिस्ट पे मैंडेटरी नहीं है, वहां से कर लेता है, इंसिडेंट फटाफट रेज हो जाएगा. सो इन दिस केसेस दिस स्क्रिप्ट वर्क ऑन सेलेरिट, इट वर्क्स परफेक्टली. और फंडा इसका भी सेम ही है, देखो. लेकिन यहाँ पे फर्क क्या है? सिस आईडी टेबल, ओल्ड वैल्यू, न्यू वैल्यू एंड कॉलेबल, कॉल बैक. जब तक आप इफ आई शो समथिंग हियर, अगर मैंने लिखा टेस्ट एलएनजी, जब तक ग्रीन पे टिक नहीं कर देते ये सेव नहीं होता. और ये लॉजिक क्या कहता है? ये रहा लॉजिक, सेव एंड क्लोज ट्रू. ठीक है. एक तो ये कि अगर ये टिक करते हैं तो ही वैल्यू सेव होगी, और ये फंक्शन दिया हुआ है ये वाला. नाउ कॉल बैक क्यों? क्योंकि कॉल बैक है बिकॉज इट इज नॉट अ फॉर्म, इट इज अ लिस्ट. तो इसका आई गिव यू वन एग्जांपल. ये देखो. ठीक है. ऑन सबमिट, ये ऑन सेलेक्ट. ठीक है, इसको कॉपी करते हैं कोड को, देन विल डिस्कस. कोड ये रहा. लेट मी कॉपी एट फुल. ठीक. अब उसमें क्या कहता है कि अगर, और इसने किस पे किया है, क्लाइंट्स के रिक्रूट किस पे कर रही है? इम्पैक्ट. what the system is saying, if the new value of impact is 1, तो आप लिस्ट व्यू से चेंज नहीं कर सकते. लेट मी ब्रिंग दैट इम्पैक्ट इन द दिस वन. ठीक है. So if I change the value of impact from 2 to 1। देखो अभी उसने कुछ किया नहीं, बट इस पे सारा काम होगा इफ आई क्लिक ऑन द सेव, क्योंकि आफ्टर दिस ओनली इट इज कॉलिंग द एक्चुअल कोड। अगर न्यू वैल्यू इज 1, सेव नहीं करना, उसको फॉल्स कर दो, मतलब जो आपने लिखा है उसको एग्जीक्यूट मत करो। अरे अच्छा सॉरी, सेव तो की नहीं हमने पॉलिसी यार, कम ऑन। कोई नहीं बोल रहा कि सर आपने सेव नहीं की पॉलिसी। ठीक है, अब करके देखो इसको। उप्स, अरे अभी भी चले गया यार ये तो। न्यू वैल्यू इज दिस अलर्ट से कैसे इम्पैक्ट पे है ना। हाँ, इट शुड गिव एरर, लेट्स सी।
वन को चेंज करके
function this new value 1 on cell edit desktop, something is missing here. नहीं, everything is fine, should work actually। save close impact 1, दोबारा सेव करते हैं एक बार। अच्छा सॉरी, इसको रिलोड करते हैं। नाउ लेट्स गिव अ ट्राई। ये देखो आ गया, हाई इम्पैक्ट कैनॉट बी सेट, सो इट मीन्स माई स्क्रिप्ट एग्जीक्यूटेड टिल दिस पॉइंट। वो गया, उसने चेक किया न्यू वैल्यू क्या है, 1 है, और अब वो सेव एंड क्लोज को फॉल्स कर देगा कि एक तो सेव नहीं करो और जो लिखा उसको भी हटा दो। देखो उसने 3 कर दिया, बट इफ आई मेक इट एज अ 2, नो एरर। व्हाई? बिकॉज द न्यू वैल्यू इज नॉट 2, sorry, new value is not 1, it's 2। This is my client script, 4 different type client scripts for the 4 different purpose we use, but it is pure script now, no drag and drop available here। Clear everybody? Doubt, question? बताइए, any doubt, any question, any clarification? Good। So your homework for today is go to the out of the box client scripts, ठीक है, and read about that what has been mentioned in that policy, in that UI policy or the client scripts। ठीक है, now till this point what you see is on the form level, but now the question comes, Atul, I want to get some results from the database। I want, when I click on this submit form, इस पे जब मैं क्लिक करता हूं तो I want something should be open, or if I click on this and when I click on submit, I want to show a big message। So this concept is called my server side scripts, which is on the database level। इसको फर्क नहीं पड़ता कि आपका फील्ड फॉर्म पे है कि नहीं है, ठीक, इसको फर्क नहीं पड़ता कि आपका फील्ड फॉर्म पे है कि नहीं, बट इट मैटर्स कि द फील्ड मस्ट बी एग्जिस्ट इन द डेटाबेस. So in the server side, two things are very famous: business rule and the UI action. In this form, these two buttons, these two buttons, these buttons. Let me save this now for quickly. ठीक है. These, these, these all are the UI actions, user interface actions. By clicking on that, user want to be achieve something. Again, server side is again a pure scripting, even though not a single drag and drop. सब कुछ आपको लिखना ही पड़ेगा, यहाँ पे कोड ही करना पड़ेगा, and you have to be write a good code if you want to be executed. So UI actions, if you see that these buttons are placed in the multiple places. अब देखो, अपडेट यहाँ पर भी है, सेव यहाँ पर भी है, सेव यहाँ पर भी है, यहाँ नहीं है. But if I go back here, इसमें ये भी सब UI actions है. Let's say I click on this. ठीक है. सो दीज आर द यूआई एक्शंस. यहां पर जो है, ये जो आपको दिख रहे हैं आर द यूआई एक्शंस, और इनके अलग अलग नाम है. इट्स नॉट दैट ओनली वन यूआई एक्शन. द प्लेसमेंट्स आर लिटिल डिफरेंट. गो हियर, यूआई एक्शंस, click new. I want to create a new UI actions for my table. Oh, this one, LNG T. On which table you want to be shown? I want to be shown the incident table. ठीक, किस नाम से शो करना चाहते हो? Show on insert, show on update. Do you want to show this button when you're opening a form as a fresh, like this, or you want to show this button only when you're updating it? Means you're opening a incident which is already created, save at least once in the database. Totally you and your business need. Trick. Client means, because UI actions is considered as a client side scripting as well, where you can call the client side script in the UI actions. I will not go in that because this might not a mature or perfect area, so I don't want to give false things. This is the area where you play. Form button, context menu, form link. Now, if you notice, if you travel via train, via flight, the exit indicator is always in the different color. ठीक है, this is decide that I'm putting a distractor so that I can differentiate it. Banner button, bottom, context menu, list choice, list link. Let's say unstyled. ठीक है, and here you have to be write your code and your condition. I want to show this UI action only when incident state is equal to resolve. I don't want to show before that. So you can put your condition here. I'm just putting simple thing because it is a this thing. देखो यहाँ जी अंडरस्कोर फॉर्म नहीं काम करेगा. क्यों? क्योंकि जी अंडरस्कोर फॉर्म इज माई क्लाइंट साइड क्लास. एंड दिस इज माई सर्वर साइड. सो क्या काम करेगा फिर यहाँ पे अगर जी अंडरस्कोर फॉर्म नहीं काम करेगा तो बताओ विच क्लास it will I can use it to show a message.
ग्लाइड रिकॉर्ड
ग्लाइड रिकॉर्ड तो टेबल कॉल करने के लिए है, वो तो कॉमन है. I want to show a error message once my form has been submitted in the database. GS and info message. क्योंकि remember you are not on the client side, you are on the server side scripting now. So यहाँ पे client side की classes काम नहीं करेंगी. And now I submit it. Now if you go back here and open the incident again, see, our button is appearing. Why? Because we tick this one, form button yes. Here, यहाँ पे भी दिख रहा है आपको LNGT. क्यों? क्योंकि I tick this box, form link. Then banner. देखो LNGT. This is called, when I click on this option, it's called the list. It's called the context menu. You can see here as well. Now, if I go back here, see, ये क्या है? लिस्ट व्यू पे है. ये रेड में नहीं है क्योंकि we have given the style as a unstyled. Click here. Here LNGT. ठीक. Now if you scroll down, right click. यहाँ पे नहीं है. See. ये रहा. So it is totally on you and your business requirement that where you want to be show it. So if I click on this one now, वो क्या रिकॉर्ड सेलेक्ट है, ठीक करके देखते हैं. आ गया. This is from BR. Clear everybody till this point. Doubt, question, clarification.
Clear, sir.
So Mainly, the point is that if you come back here, let me show you something here. बिजनेस फुल यूआई एक्शन, बिजनेस फुल कल देखेंगे हम इसको। ठीक है, let me show you something on the incident table. So you see a create request, remove incident. So now if you see this, it has a condition. It will work only when the state is closed and the user has an ITL role. Or let me say another option, other thing. Assigned to me. देखो, new global incident utilities can assign to me current. और ये इसका कोड है पूरा का पूरा. The only thing is that these two areas, business rule and the UI action, are the areas where I have no expertise from the coding perspective. So I just tell that what this means and how it can be used. And there is a we used or we saw the classes first, so that at least you nothing much, but you can do something with the classes, that GS or something, you can do it. So again, go back here. Search for the business rule. And you can find something for the UI actions here. And then you can use it. ठीक, देखो इसमें सारे यूआई एक्शंस है, ये भी दिख रहे हैं, ये भी दिख रहे हैं, ये सब यूआई एक्शंस होते हैं मेरे. The only thing is that it depends that what you want to be shown to the user and not. That is your business choice, your client's choice. ठीक, clear everybody? Doubt, question, clarification? Okay, no question. Let me stop recording and take attendance now.